I was surprised a few years ago when I had to check my screen time for an activity we did in class and noticing that I spent half a day on my phone. It's not the total amount of time I spend on technology, like my laptop or my iPad. It's just my phone. But what was more surprising for me was that most of my other classmates spend an equal amount of time on their phone, or even more than half a day. And it depends on whether you like to watch movies, you like to play games, you like to watch videos on YouTube, you like to listen to music, but I think people in their mid-teens like to do at least one of them. People may argue that the time we spend on social media is a waste. Parents and sometimes teachers, they often yell at us to surf less and study more. If you had time to spend on our phones for half a day, why not study for an extra half day? If you have the time to watch Minecraft videos on YouTube, why not watch Khan Academy? Social media and technology isn't essentially a bad thing, but what's scary is the addictive element. We must also be aware that using technology and social media can have an effect on our health. And when I'm saying can, I'm implying a correlational significance and not a causation, because there are trillions of other factors that affect our health as well. And I think the so-called anti-techs would also argue about the social psychological effect and how it causes isolation or fosters an environment of criticism, defamation, and denigration. People often argue that using our phone too much would affect our posture if we have our necks bent forward and our backs rounded. And I think this is indeed true, because the things in this device, in this magical device, nails your attention, makes you forget about all the other things, like your posture, your time, the station you have to get off, and sometimes the fact that your friends have left you and you're sitting alone in a classroom with your phone still watching anime. Our phones can have an effect on our eyes as well. The blue light from our screen can cause blurry visions, eye strains, and some of us may have had to purchase a pair of glasses because we can no longer read words a meter away from us. Using your phone or even your devices before sleep can affect your sleep. And recently I had this weird experience when I wanted to sleep and I needed sleep and my body was in sleep mode, but my eyes said no because my eyes wanted to watch a few more episodes of Attack on Titan. I think the worst part of technology, an anti-tech would argue, are those bad habits and health issues it may accompany, and how especially social media can facilitate isolation or can be used to insult others. Well, does that mean we shouldn't use our phone? That's not the case. Does that mean we should start reading books? I mean, if that works for you, I think it's a fantastic idea, but I'm sure most of the people would refuse to even let go of their phones, even for a day. I believe it's important to know those risks and all the possibility that I believe it's important to know those risks and the possibility that we might be hurting others, and we don't. I believe it's important for us to know all the risks and the possibility that we might be hurting others when we don't intend to. While technology and social media offers a new means of communication, they should be an alternative and not the only one. But regardless, time is ticking, is constantly ticking, and overuse of technology can affect our study habits. I personally think that time I spend on my phone is such a waste of time. And I think the majority would relate with the point that our phone just doesn't let us leave, or maybe we don't leave our phones. The question is all the time we spend on social media, on our devices, on our phone, a waste of time? Recently, I was wondering if I could make use of all the time I spend on my Instagram account, my TikTok feeds, to study more. I started using the focus mode function on my phone and actively restricted myself from using the phone. Well, guess what? In the next minute, I was already on my TikToks. But it was the moment when I encountered a video on TikTok that is rather educational, talking about the mystery of time conception. The video was rather enlightening for me, as I was struggling to find a topic for my math essay. And I noticed a connection between the video and possible areas of math. And at the end of the day, I wrote a whole 4,000-word essay on the math behind the perception of time. And it was the first time I actually thought social media and my phone was beneficial and useful. Another time, I was struggling to come up with the idea for a product design, and especially because the items around us are already fantastically designed. Social media, once again, was a game changer, and a post on Instagram gave me an insight into a possible design idea. Since then, I don't perceive my phone or even my social media account as a waste of time or just merely entertainment. I value the time I spend on social media as part of my learning process, something that provides us an opportunity to encounter new concepts and ideas and an igniter of interest. This is not only limited to social media. With everything we do on our devices, if we change the way we view them, we can make beneficial use of the media and technology around us. A classmate of mine took Minecraft as an opportunity to connect with probability in math. And I thought it was a genius idea because now he can play Minecraft during class by simply saying that it was for educational purposes. It was also a genius idea because he was able to make use of all the time he spent on Minecraft, not just as means of entertainment, but as an educational tool and opportunity. He simply changed the way he viewed Minecraft and encountered a new concept. All the time we thought, or at least I personally thought, as a waste of time, was actually an ignored opportunity for us to expand the world around us, to find out to find out about the billions and trillions of unknowns in the universe, to meet with what would be a savior of your life in DP, or even what would eventually become your future career. So no matter what others say about how our phones or social media is trash, or makes us lazy beings, or is a distraction to your studying, say no. It's the ticket to an educational journey. But it all depends on how we consume those information, merely as an entertainment or as game changers of life. Thank you.